Hi, I'm Greg Garrett. I've been studying the ecological economics of Rhode Island and New England for a long time. I pay attention to a lot of different things. I went to a meeting the other day in Pawtucket where they had an economist who said, you can't make money in minor league baseball with a new stadium unless you get subsidized. But if you stay in your old stadium, you can probably still make money. So that's something really for us to all think about. The economist, Victor Matheson, also said that Massachusetts is not likely to give anybody a subsidy. They have had a long-standing tradition of not subsidizing stadiums, which is why Bob Kraft built the stadium in Foxborough on his own dime. Don't think he's lost money there. So the people who are involved in this could pay for a stadium out of their own pockets. So that's absolutely the bottom line. I've also been thinking really hard about economic development in Rhode Island. I am not a great fan of the Meds and Ed strategy, but if you are actually doing the Meds and Ed strategy in the 195 lands, a baseball stadium is not likely to help you at all. The other thing about economic development, I'm not a real booster of the Rhode Island economy. I don't think any of us think it's really good. I think it's actually probably going to slow down further, that we're about at the end of economic growth, which means if the state takes this on, that the bond issues that we pay for are going to be even more onerous on our pockets in the future. But really, what I really want to think about is the fact that anything that increases inequality in our community is likely to have a negative effect on our economy. You know, we're already at a stage where 99% of the people are getting poorer, 1% are getting richer. Anything we do to transfer tax money from most of us to, you know, the very wealthy owners of a baseball team is likely to further harm the Rhode Island economy. So we really need to think very hard about why we want to make ourselves poorer by building a stadium. I'm also an environmentalist, and on that site, you know, having to move the sewer pipes, having to redo all of the stormwater permits because the park was supposed to be part of our stormwater system, I think is something that we really need to pay attention. We've paid for that stormwater system already. They're going to ask us to rip it up and then we pay for it again? I'm not so sure. The other thing is that sea level rise. You know, that area is very low. It's actually probably built on fill. So, you know, the next time, 30 years from now, the storms are going to be sitting up there more and more often. I'm not sure it's a good place to build a stadium. It's a good place for an open park to absorb stormwater, and if it floods, no harm, no foul. But if we're going to do this and put a stadium right in the middle of a place that we know is going to be underwater in the next 100 years, I think we're making a very big mistake.